a recording of me. I decided to kind of start making some Sober Girls Yoga class archives on my new website. So I'm gonna actually start recording them and organizing them. So come to sit on your heels and rest your forehead and rest your arms. And then bring a few breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just kind of allowing yourself to drop into stillness and drop into silence. And as you drop into stillness and drop into silence, do a little scan of how are you authentically feeling today? So we talked a lot about kind of authenticity at the beginning of this class in our check-in. You know, how going alcohol-free has helped us kind of become more authentic in our friendships, become more authentic in ourselves, become more authentic just kind of overall. It's funny because I was just doing some reading this morning on the concept of Satya. And Satya in yoga is a term for truth and honesty, so kind of about authenticity. So maybe you set an intention for today's practice to kind of make it be authentically you. You know, taking breaks if you need them. Feeling authentically how each pose feels in the body and modifying if you need to. Using this practice to kind of tune into your own authentic being, your own authentic self. Now let's take one more round of breath in this child's pose. And then on your breath in, you are going to peel up to a tabletop. Allowing your palms to be underneath the shoulders and your knees to be underneath the hips. And then let's just move through some cat-cows. So inhaling, tilting at the pelvis, lifting the chin up. And then exhaling, curling at the spine, tucking the chin. This is your cat. And then can you move through the rhythm of this a few more times, moving with your own breath. Our Vin and Yin practice, we get a balance of effort and then a balance of ease. So we're going with a strong flow and then kind of tap into some stillness. Maybe taking one more cat-cow. And then coming all the way to neutral. Lengthen your left leg behind you. And then lengthen your right arm up and see if you can find a little bit of balance. Yeah, you got it. Right arm extends, left foot extends. Staying here for 3, for 2, for 1, take a big inhale. And then when you exhale, curl your elbow in to meet your knee. And then let's just take 3 more. Breath in, lengthen. And then breath out, curl. Nice. 2 more, inhale. And then exhale. 1 more inhale. One more exhale. And then when you breathe in, lengthen all the way. And then can you try bending through your left knee and maybe you reach your arm up if you want, coming into a little bit of a back bend, seeing how this works for you. This is called tiger pose. Nice. And then let's release the right palm, lengthen the left leg out, land your right palm. Can you take your right toes off the side of the mat now? And then inhale your left arm all the way up. Nice, you got it. And then land your left foot and reach your left hand to the front of the room. So you're like creating this rainbow with your body. And then come all the way up. Let's reverse our warrior. So land the left palm, reach your right arm behind you. Big breath in, extension through your right side body. Come all the way back through center, land both palms. Land the knees on the mat. And then we'll take a few cat-cows, inhaling and then exhaling. And then allow your spine to come back into neutral. Let's go the opposite way. Okay, so lengthen your right leg behind you. Lift your left arm up. Find your balance. 3, 2, and then 1. We'll take those crunches. So inhale, stay extended. And then exhale your elbow into knee. And can you do this 3 more times? 2. Last one. Nice. Then inhale, extend all the way. And then if you can, reach your left palm back. Go towards your right foot. Come into your tiger. Just kind of feel how that feels along your spine. And then we're going to release the left palm, release the right foot, land your left hand on the mat, turn your left toes off the side of the mat, inhale your right arm all the way up. Nice. Now let's land the right foot and then reach the right arm towards the front of the room. So you're kind of creating this rainbow. And then come all the way up. Reverse your warrior, land your right palm on the right leg, lift your left arm behind you. And then can you come all the way back, landing both palms on the mat, landing the knees. And then take a few cat-cows. Come all the way back through center. And then walk your palms forward. Let's come into a bit of a heart opener. So this is puppy pose. You're gonna land your forehead or your chin on the mat. And then can you walk your hands back? Spread through the palms. Nice. Let's tuck our toes and come all the way up and back to a first down dog. And then just bend through one knee and bend through the next, pressing through the heels. Let's walk the feet up to meet the hands and then find a forward fold. And then take an inhale to halfway lift so you lengthen through the spine. Take an exhale, fold, step your toe mounds together, bend through the knees. Can you sit back and lift off into a chair, a Utkatasana? Nice. Being okay with this discomfort and feeling the legs firing up and just holding here for 3, for 2. And then on 1, can you press all the way up to stand? Big inhale with your arms overhead. And then exhale your palms and heart center and pause in stillness for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale into a fold. Inhale into a halfway lift. Exhale, lower back down. Let's plant the palms and then step the feet all the way back and bring your body into your strong plank. Yeah, you got it. Arms are stacking over the wrists, if that's okay. You can always land the knees onto the mat if this is too much. You're okay here, just feeling this quiver and this shake and pushing the ground away for 3, for 2. And then on 1, land the knees onto the mat, untuck the toes. Can you slowly lower, elbows going all the way back? And then inhale, lift up into your gentle cobra, so your heart gently lifts. Exhale your way back down. And then shift through a tabletop all the way up to a down dog. So we'll do a couple standing flows just to warm up the body. Take your right leg up towards your sky, 3-legged dog. Draw your right knee in, step your right foot between your palms. Next, let's come all the way up to a crescent. Beautiful, and then open to a warrior 2. So land your left heel, reach your right arm in front of you, left palm back. Next, take an inhale, reverse your warrior. And then take an exhale, come all the way up, and let's windmill palms to the mat and frame the foot. Nice, now you're in a low lunge and your left heel is lifting, yeah, exactly. Leave your left palm where it is, peel your right arm up towards the sky. Nice, and then we're gonna twist into a side plank. So you step your right foot all the way back. You bring your body into a side plank, and maybe you reach your right arm overhead, just like we did earlier in our kind of variation with the knee on the mat. Stay for 3, for 2. And then on 1, can you lift and land the right palm back on the mat, take your plank, and then move through a vinyasa, either with the knees lifted or lowered. Nice. Coming up to your back bend. Perfect. And then back to down dog. Yeah, you got it. Opposite side, left leg lifts up, 3-legged dog. Can you draw your left knee in, step your left foot between your palms, and then come all the way up, land in a warrior 2, left hand is forward, right hand is back. Beautiful, take your breath in, reverse your warrior. And then take your exhale, come all the way up, windmill palms to the mat, frame the foot. Nice, leave your right palm where it is, take your left arm up towards the sky. And then can you step all the way back to your side plank and maybe reach the arm up in front of you. Take 3, take 2, and then take 1, come all the way back up with that arm, land the palm. Nice, let's vinyasa. Beautiful, and then come all the way back to your down dog. Bend through the knees, gaze forward, step the feet up to meet the hands. Good, take an inhale, halfway lift. Take an exhale, fold. And then bend through the knees, sit back on your chair. Isn't it funny how sometimes, like, I'm just not in the mood to do yoga. Like today, I was like not in the mood. And then as soon as you start moving, it just starts feeling so good. No one ever regrets doing yoga, do they? Take your palms into your heart center. You're gonna inhale, lift your elbows. Now, can you twist your right elbow onto your left knee? A little bit of a twist. Nice, come all the way back through center. Twist the opposite way, left elbow onto the right knee. Beautiful, come all the way back up, inhale. And then exhale, fold. Take your inhale, halfway lift. Nice, take your exhale, lower, plant the palms, step back. Nice, moving through your vinyasa flow. Beautiful. Coming all the way up to the down dog. Now let's move through a standing flow. We're going to move through a circular mandala flow today. So leave your left foot where it is. Take your right foot up towards the sky, three-legged dog. And then maybe you stay here. Maybe you flip your dog, lifting your right toes over to the left. Perhaps you roll all the way over, landing your right toes on the outer edge of the left foot. Stay here for 3, for 2, and then for 1, come all the way forward. Land your right palm, take your right knee into your chest. Nice. And then we're gonna step that right foot between your palms. And then land onto your left heel and come all the way up into a warrior 2. Nice. So let's get a little bit of movement here. On your breath in, you're gonna reverse. And then on your exhale, take the right elbow forward, reach your left fingertips forward, extended side angle. Can you move through 3 more? 2 more. And then a last 1. And then on your inhale, come all the way up. Lengthen through your right leg. Let's walk our left foot in a tiny bit. And then today we're gonna sweep our left arm almost around the body so it hooks near the right hip. Just see how that feels. As you reach your right arm forward, and then let your right arm run alongside your right leg. So you should feel this like expansion through your collarbone. And if this bind doesn't feel good for your body, feel free not to keep it. But if it's okay, maybe stay with it. And then if you want to explore, trusting weight onto your right foot and right fingertips. And you could have a hand on a block as well if the ground feels really far away. Nice. Yeah, you got it. This is your Ardha Chandrasana, your half moon. Left hip is stacking on the right. And let's hold here for 3, for 2. And then on 1, can you bend through the right knee, step the left foot all the way back, and then lengthen through the right leg. Turn all 10 toes to face the side wall. Inhale with your arms extended, and then hinge forward. Land your palms on the mat, and then let's revolve through some twists. So leave your right hand where it is, and inhale your left arm up towards the sky. And then twist the opposite way. Exhale. And then inhale. Nice. Let's take 1 more of each. Exhale. Inhale. Last 1. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale the right palm all the way down. Plant the palms on the hips. Lift all the way up to stand. Turn your 10 toes to face the back wall now. And step your right foot in so it's on a 45-degree angle and your hips are now facing the back of the mat. Breathe in, reach your arms up towards the sky, and then reach your fingertips forward. And then this time we'll dangle our arms alongside our left foot. How does that feel? Now I'm going to give you an option. If you want, you might leave your right fingertips where they are, lift your left arm all the way up towards the sky. And then maybe you shift weight onto your left foot and right fingertips and find yourself all the way up into an Ardha Chandrasana, a revolved half moon. And then let's just land the left fingertips back on the mat, and we're gonna slowly, slowly, slowly tilt all the way up to stand. Take your right knee up, just place your right foot on the inside of the left leg. I'm just gonna turn so you can see me. So you're just coming into a tree pose, really simple. Hands at heart center. I shouldn't say really simple because for everyone this pose is different. And it might be difficult today, and that's okay. Take 1 more breath as you are. And then we're gonna land the right foot alongside the left. Bend through both knees. Come all the way into a chair. Twist your left elbow onto your right knee. So you're coming into a revolved chair. Just staying for 3 or 2. And then on 1, can you unwind and then forward fold. And then take an inhale, halfway lift. Take an exhale, fold, bend the knees, plant the palms, step back. And we'll flow through a vinyasa on this side, and then we'll move through that flow around the mat the opposite way. So come all the way up into your down dog. Nice, you made it. When I do these flows, I turn my head away from the camera. So I kind of lose track of you guys. I don't know how it's going. But now I'm upside down in this down dog and I can see the camera or the computer from here. And you all are in down dog, so you're all doing the right thing. You're all facing the right direction. Leave your right foot where it is. You're gonna lift your left leg up towards the sky. And then once again, bend through the left knee, stack the hips. And then maybe you flip your dog, landing your left toes, lifting your heart up towards the sky. Take 3. Take 2. And then on 1, can you come all the way forward, left knee into the chest? 3, 2. And then 1, step your left foot between your palms. Lift all the way up and open. So you're all the way back again, facing your warrior 2. Yeah, you got it. Left knee is stacking above left ankle and gazes over the left fingertips. And then find your flow when you're ready. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. 3 more, breath in. Breath out. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale, come all the way up. Lengthen through your left leg. Walk your right foot in. And then we'll do the same thing we did before. So see if you can wrap your right arm around. Just notice how that feels. Reach forward. Left arm alongside left leg. And then when you're ready, if you're ready, shifting weight onto your left foot and left fingertips. Bend through your left knee, step all the way back. Turn all 10 toes to face the side wall, and then take a breath in with your arms out towards the side, and then hinge forward. And then we'll rotate through our twist. So leave your right fingertips where they are. Take your left arm up. And then twist the opposite way. Land your left palm. Take your right palm up. Let's do 1 more at each. Exhale it all the way down. Plant your palms on your hips. Just lift all the way up to stand. And then turn your right toes to face the front of the mat again. Step your left foot in. So now you find yourself in this pyramid. Your hips are squared towards the front of the mat. Can you reach your arms up towards the sky? And then reach forward, forward, forward. Nice. And then let your arms dangle. And then maybe you start spiraling your right arm up towards the sky. Nice, you got it. If you need a little bend in the knee, it's okay. And then maybe you shift weight onto your left foot left hand and right foot. Find yourself in this. This is your revolved half moon. Nice. And then eventually we're going to tilt all the way up to stand. Take your left knee with you. Land the left foot somewhere on the inside of the right leg. And then just place your palms at heart center. You found your tree. You're facing the right direction. Let your palms be rooted at heart center. Take a deep inhale. Take a deep exhale. And then land your left foot back on the mat. Feet are together. Let's bend through the knees, sit back, inhale. Twist into your chair, so right elbow lands onto the left knee. Press the palms together. And then come all the way back through center, inhale, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to lower, plant the palms, step back, and then we'll flow through a vinyasa. All right, what time is it? It's 4:15, we have half an hour. I think we have time to kind of move through that flow one more time, a little bit quicker before we drop into our yin. The nice thing is that it will allow us to kind of take it as a bit of a meditation because we've done it before. Just kind of explore the movements in the body. So let's try it. Right leg lifts up, bend through the right knee, stack the hips. And then if you want to flip your dog, coming all the way forward, outer edge of the left foot, right toes land, lift your heart up. Nice, you got it. Yeah. Nice. And then come all the way back, land the right palm, take the right knee into the chest. Great. And then step your right foot between your palms. Lift all the way up. Come into your warrior two. Nice. And then this time we're going to skip that revolved flow. We're just going to take the left arm around the back body, lengthen through the right leg, shorten your stance a little bit, and then hinge forward. Take your right arm alongside your right leg. And then if you want to shift weight onto your right foot and right fingertips coming into that half moon, go ahead. Knowing that it's an option. Nice. And then can you step the left foot all the way back? Lengthen through the right leg. Turn all 10 toes to face the sidewall. Inhale. And then exhale, hinge forward. Grip your palms to opposite elbows. Let your head dangle. Take one more breath in this forward fold. And then we'll release and then slowly roll all the way up. Turn your left toes to the back of the mat. Step your right foot in so it's on that 45-degree angle. And then inhale your arms up. And then can you hinge forward and frame your foot? How does this feel? Pyramid pose the second time around. Maybe you can physically access it a little deeper. Maybe it just feels slightly more comfortable. And then if you like, you might inhale your left arm up towards the sky, revolved triangle. And then maybe if you like, your right fingertips come forward and you take this revolved half moon. And then maybe tilt all the way up to stand, right knee in. Land your right foot on the inside of the left leg. Just take your palms into heart center. Feel that you're facing the right direction. Land your right foot on the mat. Let's bend through the knees, sit back, and then just take it into one twist. So your right elbow lands onto your left knee, gaze over the left shoulder. Take 3, twisted chair, 2, and then 1, inhale, and then exhale, forward fold. Nice, you got it. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower, plant the palms, step back, down dog. And then if you want to take that vinyasa flow, go ahead. Last vinyasa before we chill out, I promise. Inhale your left leg all the way up. Bend through your left knee, stack the hips. If you want to flip your dog, landing your left toes, outer edge of the right foot, go ahead. 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way forward, left knee into the chest. 3, 2, 1, step your left foot between your palms. Come all the way up to your warrior 2 on this side. Nice, you got it. Wrap your left arm around. Oh, wrong arm, right arm around. Shorten your stance a little bit. And then hinge forward and allow your left arm to come on the inside of the left leg. And then either you stay here or you trust weight onto your left foot and your left fingertips. Find your half moon with the bind. Now, once again, step the right foot all the way back. We'll release our grip. One more time. This time, take your wide-legged forward fold and choose your variation. Take an inhale, hinge forward. Maybe your arms are gripping overhead. Maybe they're gripping opposite elbows. Maybe you're dangling or twisting. Just let it be authentically you. Whatever authentically you means today. And can you press through the feet, come all the way up to stand. Let's turn the right toes to the front of the mat and then step the left foot in. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. And then reach the fingertips forward. And then let the arms dangle, squaring the right foot. Can you leave your right foot and left fingertips and reach your right arm up towards the sky? Nice, you got it. And then maybe you step forward onto the left foot, the right foot, the left fingertips. Nice. Yeah, you got it. Beautiful. And then our last thing, we're going to come all the way up to stand on the right foot. Nice. And then just land the left foot somewhere on the inside of the right leg and find your balance and stillness, tree pose, hands at heart center. Land your left foot. Bend through the knees, twist your right elbow onto your left knee. Twisted chair, 3, 2. And then on 1, can you inhale to unwind? And then exhale, forward fold. Take an inhale to halfway lift. Take an exhale to lower. Let's take 1 more vinyasa, so stepping all the way back. Moving through a flow. Nice, you got it, yeah. And then come all the way back to your down dog. Land your knees onto the mat. Sit your hips back on your heels. Rest your forehead. And allow this to be a transition from all of the movement to the stillness. Nice, letting go of effort, receiving ease. My teacher, Rolf, he says that there's clarity in contrast, and I think we truly experience that in this class. Because we go from go, go, go to still. And what do we learn from those 2 extremes? Right? Clarity and contrast, the difference between waking up hungover one weekend and waking up fresh the next. I'll never forget the lightness that I felt when I first experienced my life without hangovers. Something I had never experienced in my adult life. Clarity and contrast. So we're just gonna stay in child's pose for like a minute more. Maybe wondering, how did this clarity come about for you? What did you learn from the contrast? And you're going to imagine that there is like a marble in front of your nose. And you're just gonna slide all the way along the mat, kind of like pushing that marble forward until you come all the way onto your belly. Nice. So the next shape we're gonna come into is a Sphinx pose, and I'm gonna have a little cushion underneath my ribs. If you wanna take a cushion, you always can, or it's not necessary if you don't have one. So this is a back bend or a heart opener. And I love this pose because it kind of contrasts our everyday life, which is very much forward folding and hunching over our computers and our phones. And Sphinx pose encourages us to counter that and back bend with the heart to be open. So I'm going to give you an option to stay right here. Or if you want to deepen it a little bit, you might widen your hands and then push into the palms and then just kind of lift your heart up. Nice. This is called seal pose. It can be like quite intense for our spines, but can feel really good after. So this whole thing of Satya, of truth. I remember when I first was going alcohol free, I was so ashamed of my story. Like, I didn't want anyone to know how much I struggled with my own drinking. And I remember when I finally shared it on Facebook, and it wasn't because I wanted necessarily to share it. It was because the program that I had quit alcohol with had asked me to do a testimonial. And I felt like if I was going to be a testimonial for them, I had to tell my story first on my own Facebook. And was so interesting because at the time I could have never predicted what this would lead to. But as soon as I told my truth, it was like this weight lifted off my own chest. And now a year later, this is like the kind of work I do. And so it was all meant to be. At the time, I couldn't see where it was all leading, but it was all a ripple effect of me kind of having the courage to sort of speak my truth and to live my Satya, which is the word in yoga for truth. I'm going to stay here for about 1 more minute. And then can you slowly lower? And then if you have a cushion, we'll just slide it to the side. And lay down flat on the mat and just feel the spine realign. And we're going to finish off with kind of a deep spinal twist. We're not going to stay in it for a whole 3 minutes because we have to get into our Shavasana, but we will stay for a little bit of time. So come all the way up onto the elbows. And then what you're going to do is bend through your right knee and kind of pull your right knee up along the mat. And then lift all the way up and thread your left arm underneath the right. And then start to roll your way open so your chest kind of opens towards the sky. And then if this feels like it's a bit too deep for you, you can always place the pillow underneath the right knee. And then the gaze can drop in the opposite direction and just kind of settle into stillness. So this is just kind of a different way of approaching the same twist. The spinal twist, we're just entering it a different way. How does it feel different? Take one more breath. And then we're just going to slowly unwind all the way back. Nice. Coming all the way back onto the elbows. And then can you pull your left knee up along the mat? Thread your right arm under, and then drop into this twist the opposite way, maybe cushioning your knee. So I talked a lot about how Satya helped me, sharing my truth helped me. I think it's really important to note that there are so many different ways to live your Satya, right? There's so many different ways to live your truth. And for me, what helped me was becoming open about it on social media. But for every single person, their truth is different. Right? So maybe just sitting in meditation and coming to find your own truth, maybe that's what it is for you. Maybe writing about it in your journal. Maybe just talking about it during these check-ins every week. Maybe that is Satya for you, and that's wonderful. But I guess part of this journey is coming to find, what does it mean to live my truth? What does that mean to me? Taking a few more breaths in this twist. And then can you unwind and then slowly just start to make your way onto your spine. We're going to wrap up our practice, and if you want to take a traditional shavasana, go ahead. And if you want to come into seated meditation, go ahead. Just choosing a shape that will allow you to rest. I'm going to lead you through a meditation in this pose. This meditation is called Powers of 10. It's an old meditation that I really enjoyed for a while. It's funny how you sometimes forget these tools that you use. And then it just popped into my head today. So this meditation comes from a famous movie with the same name. And the film starts with a couple having a picnic. And the camera moves out by increments of 10. Every 10 seconds, moving back a larger distance. So just get ready and take a few deep breaths. Relaxing the teeth and the jaw, the shoulders and the hands. And then just making this commitment to try to be present.
just to use your imagination. Exploring to the edge of where our senses can go. So at the first click of the camera, you're going to explore your body itself, the full warmth of it. Maybe you're happy. Maybe you're calm. Maybe you're annoyed. Maybe you're neutral. Have all your feelings and feel them all. And then the question is, can we get a little bit of space? So with the second click of the camera, pan back. Feel space all around you and notice the full volume of the room. Hear sounds rising and falling, and can you feel space behind you and above you? Below you? What sounds do you hear coming and going? And can you let yourself be light, just sitting in the room? Being aware of space. Just letting things do what they're doing. And then we'll pan back the camera to the next click. This one being more challenging, involving our active imagination. Move out so the whole earth is in front of you. Now you're aware of this whole planet. Far below, the distant roar of traffic and voices making their way across the sky. And the camera never freezes, it's just moving back. The earth is shrinking and shrinking, and you're moving backwards. You see the whole Milky Way in front of you, wider and wider. Planets are less than nothing, and ice ages pass in the blink of an eye. Our widest possible view that shows everything. What does it feel like now to hold this perspective? And then when you're ready, coming back to the body before you fly off the edge of infinity. Feel your body there. Notice the details in your body, the sensations, the breath coming in and out. Feel the ground beneath you, letting it root you and ground you. An appreciative quality as we come back into the body, our homes. All of these different perspectives. And when you're ready, start to wake up, wiggling through the fingers and the toe. Inviting length and a stretch through the fingers all the way through the toes. Just take your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice little hug. And then make your way up to seated. Taking your palms at your heart center, lengthening through the spine, softening through the shoulders. thanking yourself for showing up for this practice and making your well-being your priority, saying it's important to you. And then we'll finish with an Om sound. So inhaling and then exhaling, and then inhaling through to make an Om. So big breath in, big breath out, big breath in. Thank you so much for sharing the space and the practice today. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you guys for joining.